What is going on, everybody? For those who don't know, I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. We gonna do a quick live stream today. You know, I had to get a Sixers video out earlier today. I know a lot of, well, not a lot, but some of my Eagle fans don't follow basketball and or like other teams, and I'm all cool with it as long as you rocking with the Eagles as your Philly team. I'm all right with it. But what's going on to the guys who already been up in here? Eagles season, Rod Clip. And like I said, Rod Clip, I'm going to check you out as soon as this stream's over. Yeah, definitely. I'll shout you out once we get some more people in here. Danny Lukenheimer, what's going on, my guy? So, yeah, we're going to do a quick live stream. Paul 44, a channel member, first one in the building as a channel member. What's going on, my guy? Always here, always rocking. You know, we got something right quick right next to us. Got the Carson Wentz, straight Charles Smith. What is going on, my guy? What up? What up? Like you were telling me just a little bit ago, it's been a long day. I agree 100%. So let's just get down to business real quick, and let's talk about this coaching list that we see. Let's talk about the coaching list because, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but it just bothers me a little bit. It bothers me a little bit in the sense of, now look, there's some coaches there that I can argue. Doug Pederson can either be even with or as good, but there's some people there who are good and has just been doing it a little bit longer and have a Super Bowl under their belt. So I'm not going to be totally upset with them, but I am upset with two people. It's been everybody's two biggest what the heck's there, and that's Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan. I just don't understand that. What's going on, Ricky D. Alonzo? Drew, what is going on? He said, what up, Philly Fresh? I mean, is that a compliment, or are you talking to, this Philly Fresh is one of the guys we get down with on Saturdays? So I don't know. I like it, bro. More fuel to the fire. Charles Smith said, I agree. At the end of the day, which is one of my famous things, we definitely gonna add as much fuel to the fire as we can, but this list is somewhat legit when it comes to, there's a lot of good coaches on this list. Don't get me wrong. Andy Reid, Bill Belichick. You got the guys like Pete Carroll, Mike Tomlin. You got Sean Payton. You got really good coaches in the league. A lot of these guys have a Super Bowl, but Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan are not, I repeat, not supposed to be ahead of Doug Pederson. Now, again, if you want to argue Mike Tomlin, is Mike Tomlin better? I think Doug Pederson can argue with a lot of guys. I'm not going to immediately just put Doug Pederson over a guy like Tomlin, maybe Pete Carroll, maybe Sean Payton, because although they all have only one ring, they've been doing it and winning seasons for a while. Winning seasons for a while. So with that being said, but Kyle Shanahan and McVay, young boy Sean McVay, nah, I can't do that. What's up, bro? Just came back from basketball gym. Hey, yeah, so that's what's up. Zeke fan, who's your basketball team? Is it the Mavs? He said more fuel for the fire. Yeah, he should be higher than McVay and Shanahan. That's my biggest pet peeve. Pete over Mike Zimmer. I agree. I think Pete Carroll was over Mike Zimmer. I think Mike Zimmer came last. He was 10th on the list. I think he said 10th on the list. Eagles Evans said EAGLES. We always got time for one of them. McVay and Shanahan reached the Super Bowl but didn't win. Correct. Like I said, I honestly, as an Eagle fan and my little bit of bias, I might be able to argue Doug over Pete or Doug over Tomlin or Doug over Sean. But I'm not going to do that in this video. I'm going to give respect to Sean Payton, Tomlin, Pete, who all have won Super Bowl, but had been winning football games for a while. So I'm going to let that be. But I will argue the fact that no way, no how could you have a guy like Shanahan or McVay over this. But we're going to get into some other things. Drew, it's all good. I just didn't know if you were saying it as like fresh, background, blah, blah, blah. Or, you know what I mean? I don't know, but it's all good. Doug Pederson is getting disrespected always, but it's been like that for the longest time. We're not just talking about coaches. Think about when Andy Reid was here. I feel like Andy Reid has been getting more props to his NFL coaching since he's been with the Chiefs. He wasn't respected the same way when he was with the Eagles. And Philly 500 said something really important about, the Brian Dawkins and the Randall Cunninghams of the world, how they were viewed while they were playing at times. I mean, look. If you're a player for Philadelphia sports and or a coach, you just get looked at different for some reason. Let's see some. Doug Pederson is top 5 for me. Yeah, I think he's either at top. Yeah, he's around there. He's around there. Pederson is top 10, not top 5. But he's not being at. We can argue top 10, top 5. He's in the top 10 of this anyways, but there's 2 people that are ahead of him that I will 100% say they're not better than him, and that's Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay. Tomlin's ahead of him, Pete Carroll, Sean Payton. I can maybe make a case, but I'm going to let that go because they're all winning head coaches in the league multiple seasons and got Super Bowls, but I can't respect a one-time Super Bowl appearance and creative play caller when you got the best running back and a top-notch receiving core. I said top-notch because when you combine Cooks, Kupp, Woods, that's pretty dang good. With Gurley, again, once Gurley showed that he can't do it, what happened to the Rams last year? That list is just to sell team nationwide for our marketing. Yeah. McVay, not even top 10. I'll give you that. Truthfully, only 4 other coaches that is better than Doug: Belichick, Reid, Harbaugh, and Payton or Carroll. That's where I can kind of argue. Now, again, another video, another day, we can argue who's better straight up, Tomlin or Doug. That's an arguable cause, but I'm not going to say Doug automatically or Tomlin automatically. But there's a couple people who you can argue back and forth: the Pete Carrolls, the Tomlins, the Paytons, the Hardballs. You can argue back and forth with that, but you can't argue that McVay's better than Doug and or Kyle Shanahan, blah, 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 blah. Dougie P has to prove he has the DB solid and get Carson reliable receivers all season to be up there with Belichick and Big Andy. Well, no, not really, because he's not the only one who goes out and draft people and also hires people. That's Howie Roseman's job. Doug Pederson's job is to put whoever Howie Roseman gives him, get them to the playoffs. That's it. If you lose people, Doug Pederson cannot control who gets injured. He also can't fully control who's on his team because Howie and personnel does that. Now, do I believe that Howie and Doug communicate and they talk about who does Doug want for his system, this, that, and the third? Yes. But Howie Roseman is the last say and the ultimate say when it comes to personnel. So with that being said, Doug's job is to put the 11 guys on the field on offense and defense in the best shape. And that's what he's done. 4 years in the NFL, 2 NFC East champs, 3 times to the playoffs, a Super Bowl win, and a lot of this coming with backup players. 3 times to the playoffs with being one of the most injured teams in the NFL. Who cares if we got there at 9-7? We were injured. Doug still made it happen. Simple and plain. Now he won the Super Bowl with a backup quarterback. That all goes to Doug's credit. Super Bowl with 3 straight playoff seasons. You already know. Doug Pederson is better coach than McVay and Shanahan. That's my biggest arguments. I'm not going to go back and forth with Tomlin and all that other stuff, but I agree. Doug should be higher, bro. Appreciate you. Again, we could talk our trash, but sometimes you just got to be a little bit real. And but yeah, I appreciate that. No respect for my boy Doug. He's higher than 9th. Bill, Reid, Carroll, Payton, Harbaugh. And I'll take that. And even if we were going to put Doug Pederson 6 off after that list you said, I wouldn't be mad. Now I do feel like I can argue Doug to possibly beat one or two of them coaches, but it's going to go back and forth. It's not going to be an easy argument, but it's going to go. It's an arguable point. Philly Mike, my guy, what's going on? What's going on? You fresh with the facts, bro. It's all good. Like I said, it's a good saying. And people said it to me in the past too, but now, with Philly Fresh in the building, not in the building here, but on YouTube, it's weird, but it's all love at the end of the day. What's up, my guy, Jared Gree? What's going on with you? Yep, at the end of the day, I love saying that word, and the Philly sports are always disrespected. Sorry, fellows, a little late. What's good, Philly Meg? No, we just chopping it up about Doug Pederson coming in 9th on that list. Why the NFL won't play Eagles versus Patriots Super Bowl one, the best games in 5 years. They replayed that game a couple times. Dougie P is one of the 3 coaches to win Super Bowl in 2nd season in history. Yeah, and that's not an easy task. Shanahan went to the bowl twice and went to bed both times. Yep, as a coordinator and a head coach. What has Kyle Shanahan won lately? He won that writer's heart. Hey, yo, it's funny because the guy was like, Philadelphia Eagle fans are showing their true colors. I mean, you put a list out there and they got to argue this point, blah, 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 blah. They said these are real nice fans. The same fans that booed and threw snowballs at Santa. So people still like to talk about that. So my reply on Twitter was, bro, Santa ain't real. And either is that top 10 list you got. I don't care. That's great. That's great. Yeah, and Carroll should be higher up too. Yeah, Pete Carroll's a guy you can definitely argue for to move up. What's up? What's going on, Why Sway? None of these coaches have done more with less than Coach Pederson. Dougie P is top 3 easy. Again, yes, when you look at that aspect, that's what you can argue. He made it to the playoffs 3 years after winning the Super Bowl. And you can say, well, he only won 1 game and then was eliminated, lost, and blah, blah, blah. I mean, us just getting to the playoffs these couple years with what we had to put out on the field was pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Broad Street Sports, what's going on, my guy? The league doesn't like the Eagles. We have the best fans. No one respects the Eagles because the media and the so-called analysts don't like our fans, so they disrespect our players and the team. Yeah, I mean, it goes back to the AI days. It goes back to the McNabb days. It goes back to all Philadelphia sports. I'm not even talking just football or basketball. I don't know too much when it comes to hockey, but we always get disrespected in the sense that just look at the stuff that they say about Andy Reid now, that he's a Kansas City Chief. This is prior him winning a Super Bowl. Prior to him winning the Super Bowl. They said good things in Philly. And he still was the same guy who gets to the NFC Championship and loses. And then he got to the AFC Championship and lost. They said better things about him in KC than he did when he was with the Eagles. Never have we really seen a Doug Pederson coach team out of its element. Our guys trying to do things they can't do. That is true. You got a new setup? It's a green screen. So, but shout out to my guy Wentz. I'm in the corner of his locker room just chilling out for a little bit. Something like it looks like 2017. We were going 3-13, by the way, using reverse psychology. Yeah. I like it. We got that underdog in us always because of how the media portrays us. Why does the media say that the NFC East was the worst all time when the Seahawks won the division in 2010 with a 7-9 record? Media manipulation, correct. Seattle Seahawks, it was Marshawn Lynch was there. Either was Matt Hasselbeck was still there, or maybe he was there but got hurt, and the quarterback could have been Charlie Whitehurst. But the 7-9 Seattle Seahawks hosted a home playoff game. But the 9-7 Eagles host a home playoff game, and it's crazy. The people who make these lists are idiots. Hey, it's all good at the end of the day. It gives us something to talk about, and it gives us something to put on our bulletin board. Right there, bang. right above Carson Wentz's jersey. He's going to have a nice bulletin board. It's going to say, Doug Pederson is going to say, they got me 9th in the NFL. Let's get it done this season, my guys. Let's do it. I'm pretty sure Camel Wolf is one who disliked the video. Hey, it's always, I get a dislike before I even come on. So I know it's not fully what I said because it's just me. It's just this. They don't like it. Nah, he doesn't do that, I don't think. Camel Wolf is normally pretty chill, though. Carapool, what's going on? I wish I could show Camel my birthday gift since the Cowboys can't show him no time soon. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. That's a pretty nice Lombardi you got. That's a nice gift. Why Sway? The Eagles are hated for no reason. If we somehow got Jamal Adams, everyone, ESPN and CBS say he's overrated. Yeah, he wouldn't be as good no more. You seen Philly 5 is going to Vegas? I've been hearing about it. Hey, I might have to, tell him, hey, Vegas is a good place to go. Everything's kind of opening up. Hope he hits big. I know he's going to drop some bread on the Eagles. Why not? Bang, put it there right there. It's Chris Philly, what's going on, my guy? What's going on? Philly 500 has been waiting for casinos. Oh, yes. Hey, a lot of people has, but it's good stuff. I'm wearing my Wentz jersey right now. I respect that. Let me take mine off real quick. Hold up. Mine's in my closet, so that's not, what I mean? It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Got the helmet, too. You should have seen the D-line list. Oh, yeah, I did. But we had 2 guys on it. We had Fletcher Cox and we had Hargrave, I think. What about Deshaun Jackson running 23 miles at only 85%? It just goes to show that he's 33 years old, but that's not what but that's not even what an NFL 33-year-old should be doing. So I'm telling you, I did that little video about him. His routes are still very versatile. He does more than just go deep, speed outs, digs, post. He crushes it, and he still got it, and he's going to do it. And if he ever had a chance to play the most games he's had played in a while, it's now after that big rest. And the fact that there's no team that he loves more than the Eagles. He played for the Redskins. He played for the Bucks. But there's no place like home, like Philly. And after what happened last year, I'm telling you, deep down in his soul, he believes he let the Eagles down. And quite frankly, he did a little bit. So he's going to do everything in his power to get it done this season. Last year, the NFC East wasn't in the top 20 of the worst divisions in history. The Patriots have played in the worst division for the last 20 years. They definitely get an easy walk. Who's that clown that posted that trash about Djax the other day? Oh, man, it's some writer. Deshaun's still top 10 fastest in the league, maybe top 5. He probably can fight for that. Fly, Eagles, fly. I don't care. All I want right now is another Super Bowl ring from my Philadelphia Eagles. I'm a diehard Philadelphia Eagle man. Shout out to all the supporters. Shout out to all the fans. Appreciate you, Lester Springer. Definitely, yo. If you're new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We do live streams. We do regularly scheduled programs. And it should be very interesting season we got going on here. I don't hate Deshaun working with Hurts just in case Hurts get injured. They could have chemistry. Yeah. I mean, it's no problem. Anybody on the team should be able to work out with anybody without fans and media making a big deal about it. Awuzie is a top 5 speed too. I know he's fast. I didn't know he was close to being top 5. I'm gonna have to definitely check that out. Expect Malik Jackson to bounce back. Yes. I expect him to play as that rotation guy on the D line. I mean, at the D tackle spot, but I also expect him to bounce inside and outside as we free up guys like Brandon Graham or Derek Barnett. And we're going to also rotate the Josh Sweats and the Jernard Averys in to keep everybody fresh, but definitely. Have you seen EDP videos on his car? Not on his car or not in or on his car. I've caught a couple lately, but not too many. What up, Mike? What I missed? Well, we were talking about that list that you see when you come in here on the thumbnail. The fact that they got Doug Pederson at 9. like I said, I feel like I can argue against guys like Hardball, Pete Carroll, maybe Tomlin, maybe even Peyton, maybe, but they're respected and they won multiple times, multiple seasons. So they kind of got the same resume as Doug in a sense of their first 4 years or 5 years or 6 years, but they've been doing it longer. So I'm going to let that ride for now. But that being said, there's two guys on that list that should not be there, and that's Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay. Hurts was drafted to replace Sudfeld, not Wentz. Perfectly said. D-Jax, yeah, baby, you already know. Chidoe, yeah, I just made it harder. I just say Awuzie. I know how to say his last name. I can't say his first. Oh, he asked you how do you pronounce it. My bad. Show Enough 215, what is going on, my guy? Lord Dagger, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, so shout out to Lord Dagger, another Eagles content creator. Go show him some love and check out his channel. We also got Eagles Season in here, who's a new content creator, and also someone who just told me today. I haven't checked it out, but I will check it out as soon as I'm done with this stream. Go and check Rod Clips. Check him out. I don't hate Deshaun. Oh yeah, we said that, but check him out. He said he does Eagles content as well. Go ahead and give him a check out. Check him out. And if you like what you see, you already know what to do. What's your take on the Pats getting Cam? I think they got him to offset the penalty of losing a draft pick. They will get a compensatory pick if they don't re-sign him. That is true. That is true. That is something that's right up the alley of one Bill Belichick. But I also am going to say this. If Cam Newton can show he's healthy, he's still a beast. Before he got hurt. Now, I remind you, not the last couple games he played, because the last couple games he played hurt. But he still got it. He still got it. He's never had footwork. He's never was the most precision passer, but the dude can play. And in Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels' system, they're going to be able to make things happen. I mean, Matt Castle, a little mobile guy, they did it. Jimmy Garoppolo, when he played, a little bit mobile guy, they did it. Brissett, a little bit mobile guy, they did it. This is the most mobile guy they had ever in New England. Nobody care about that. McVay and Shanahan too high, and Doug is top 6. 100%. Like I said, if I really want to get down with it, I could maybe argue, is Doug better than Tomlin? Is Doug better than Pete? Is Doug better than Harbaugh? All three of them, I said, won Super Bowls, and it's going to be hard to argue because although Doug's done a lot, they've done a lot, plus they continue to do it longer, so it will be hard to argue. Not impossible, but hard. But there's no way that McVay or Shanahan, it should be above him. Stephen Joyce, what's going on, my guy? A channel member. Appreciate you for stopping by from Minnesota. I hope things are clearing up over there. You know, all that stuff that was going on. And like I said, it was for a good cause. Not necessarily all the looting and stuff, but at the end of the day, you know, what's right is right. But shout out to you. Shout out to Jalen Williams coming in here, another channel member. Like I said, for those who are Philly Talk Nation members, I will be hitting you up in a community post. And if I try to hit some of you guys on the social medias that I got you, if I got you on Twitter, if I got you on Facebook, if I don't got you, I might have your phone number. I'm going to try to hit you guys up and get you guys together so we can have that 7, 8, 6 people on the screen giving your takes when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles. Does anyone think a wide receiver or tight end is going over 1,000 yards? One of ours? I don't know, because I feel like this guy right here, Owentz, is going to get a lot of people involved this year. I can see Zach Ertz getting about 800 to 900 yards, Goddard getting about 400 to 500 yards, or Ertz like 700 to 800, Goddard 400 to 500, Rager 500 to 700, Jackson 600 to 900. JD Arcega-Whiteside like 50 yards. I'm just playing. But a lot of people are going to be involved. But it would be nice to get a 1,000-yard receiver. But we were at our best in 2017 when we were balanced and we ran the ball, top 3 in the NFL, and we spread the ball around. So Alshon, Zach Ertz, Torrey Smith, Nelson Aguilar in the slot when he used to be able to catch. Everybody had plus 500 yards, but we were sharing that ball. Actually, Torrey Smith was probably like right around 480, which would have been one of our worst in 17, but one of our best in 19. That's crazy. They put McVay over Dougie P. McVay couldn't get more than a field goal in the bowl. We won ours. Preach that. Preach that. I'm glad Deshaun Jackson is helping out the rookie to get ready ready and up to speed when training camp comes around. A prepared backup is a good backup. 100. I like that they were working together. 100% liked it. McCarthy will be top 7 after this season. Watch. That's a big one. That's a big one. Jackson healthy. He's going to be the healthiest I've ever seen him. What is going on, Philly Mike? Sorry that I was late, but I'm on vacation with my grandparents and spending time with them. Hey, cheers to that. Go ahead and do what you got to do. This is something light. It's a little stream. You know we're going to be doing more streams throughout the week. I'll be putting out more videos throughout the week, so you know. He can also reach 1,000. Steve Smith, I agree. I think we could get a guy who reaches 1,000, but, you know, I'm not going to be mad if we don't, because if we don't get a guy who reaches 1,000, we're going to have multiple people close. Not close, but do big things for the Eagles. D. Jackson. Don Terry, Big Slow Poe. Eric R., what's going on, my guy? What up, Mike? I'm a little worried about the cap next year, but we'll deal with it when it comes. Let's win now. Go Birds. Yeah. You know what will make us all feel better about the cap? Getting another Super Bowl ring. But, yeah, we definitely going to have to cross that bridge when we get there. But if anybody can do it, it's the one and only Howie Roseman, you know? And, as you know, we got this guy right here. Is Hargrave better than a healthy Malik? I think so. Where they're at in their careers, the age that Malik Jackson is, he's still strong, he's still steady, but definitely Hargrave's going to get the start. All right, my question is, who's going to be replacing Brandon Brooks on the right guard spot? It's going to have to be a veteran player, with offensive line skills. I do believe the Eagles will venture out and look at a guy like Thuney, look at a guy like Warford, look at a guy like Ronald Leary. I think they're optimistic for a guy like Matt Pryor to come in who's better against the run blocking scheme than he is against the pass, but he's shown some good things last year. If you haven't checked my video, go back. It's like 4 or 5 videos ago. I talked about Matt Pryor and Alshon and some outside possibilities. Definitely check that out. I showed some tape on Matt Pryor. Yeah, so it's going to come down to if we can get a guy like that. If we can, it's good. Then we move Matt Pryor back as your guy who will replace them if needed. But I agree. Replacing Brandon Brooks needs to happen as soon as possible because we want whoever's going to start in his spot to get in now so we can get a training camp with them, so they can get under the scheme, so we can let one of the best offensive line coaches in the game, Jeff Stoutland, work with him. You know what I'm saying? Part of this statistic that we have that's out there, when Brandon Brooks plays more than 50% of the snaps, we're 41 and 23, I think. Don't quote me because it's around there, though. When he plays under 50% of the snaps, we're 0 and 6. But them 6 games that we lost are games that he misses 2 or 3 games throughout the season or the end of the season, and we don't got a guy up to speed. If we get a guy in early, we can try to minimize the damage. My bad, didn't mean to send it again. It's all good. It's all good. Ertz will get 1,000 yards a season. I hear you. I can see it. Deshaun Jackson will get 2K. ASMR Madden. I ain't mad at the game. What is going on, Philly Mike? Sorry it was late. Oh, yeah, it's all right. It's all right, man. Enjoy your vacation, my guy. Enjoy it. 85 receptions for Ertz, 1,005 yards. I think Ertz needs 64 receptions to break that all-time Eagle reception thing. Am I right or wrong? Wentz is going to spread the wealth like McNabb used to. I'm with it. Doug should be lower than 4 big facts. Sean didn't even make the playoffs last year. You already know. Vic 3, you're smoking Reggie again. He will not get 1,000. I think it's going to be harder for him to get 1,000 this year because those spreading the ball around. You got to remember, Zach Ertz has been one of the best tight ends and one of the most target tight ends for a while. With that being said, he has a bunch of 900, 800, 1,000, and 900. So in the last 4 or 5 years, since Carson Wentz has been here, he's been targeted and only got 1,000 one time. Now with us about to put out our best receiving core in the last 4 years, in a while at least, odds are, I'm a betting man, he won't get the 1,000 yards. He'll still get his receptions though. Pederson and Wentz is going to light up the NFL on fire this season, Mike. I'm telling you, fly Eagles fly. Deshaunte Debris, you already know. One of my guys from the beginning. Hey there, Philly Mike. I think Dougie P should be higher on that list than Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan, in my opinion, because of what he did in the Super Bowl, unlike those other head coaches. Facts. Cowboys X Factor. Facts. I seen Cowgirls in the house. CD Lamp, where are your record for next year? Where are your record for next year? Oh, yeah, because he's 88. Yeah. Zach Ertz is the man. He is the man, but I think this is be a harder year to get 1,000, which is a good thing. If he's not getting 1,000, it's because guys like D-Jax and Rager and Goodwin and Whiteside and maybe Ward and one or two of the rookies, whoever's all there, are eating. Ertz won't get 1,000? I don't think so. Again, in the last 4 years of him being as targeted as ever, he's got 1,000 one time. So if he only got 1,000 one time with less receivers, why would he get it this time? I think he's going to get a solid 800 or 900. He might even lead the Eagles with 900 or 850. But you're going to have a lot of guys close. They're going to be in clusters. Instead of having Zach Ertz at 1,000, like, all right, look at last year. Last year's this. Zach Ertz had 900, or Zach Ertz had like 800 or 900 last year. Then it went to Dallas Goedert with 600. Then it went to Miles Sanders with like 500. And all the receivers were down at like 200 or 300. Instead of that, you're going to get 900, 700, 600, 500, 500, 300, 400. They're all going to be in clusters, which is going to add up to over 4K. You already know. Who's the baddest? Oh, I don't even know what y'all talking about. We can bet that too if you want. There you go. A lot of weapons. Hard to see Ertz getting 1,000. That's what I'm trying to say. It's nothing against Ertz. Ertz is a monster. I'm hoping Rager gets close. You already know. You see J.R. Smith back with LeBron. Home sweet home. Just hopefully he does not forget the score. That's you, fam. Sometimes I think week 3 talk what kind of reaction to get. Look at Wentz, man. So inspirational. You already know. Top 15 O-line for Philly in 2020. Yeah, we still going to get top 15. Explain how he gets 1,000 yards victory. He didn't get 1,000 last year with no receivers, so how would he get it with Sanders and healthy receivers? That's my whole take on it, you know. If he gets 1,000 yards, then pretty much our receivers are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. And if he doesn't get 1,000 yards, it's not disrespecting him. It's credit to the other players on this team. Now we're playing team game. So, but even still, I could see in a scenario where he leads the Eagles, and he's definitely going to lead the Eagles in receptions because that's the go-to guy. They are a little shaky, though. DBs. Others, I don't know what you're talking about. Got a feeling that Fletcher Cox and Deshaun Jackson won't be on the Eagles in 2021. Cap casualties, unfortunately. Hey, it could. I'll be sad, at least for Fletch. How many receivers do you got making the roster? I would like to see 7, but I think 6. Camo said 7. Brokey said 6. Charles, you know they're going to be health issues. If you want to lose money, how am I going to say no to that? Oof. Pick 3, man. I'm a betting man. I wouldn't do that. Zach Ertz will break the reception records over Harold Carmacker. He needs 64, by the way. Yeah, I think he does that. Name your price. Oh, here we go. Just watch some John Hightower tape from Boise State. He has to get stronger and develop more moves to release off the line. Correct. He has a lot of attributes, I don't know, that got made fun of last time, to work with, though. Yeah, he definitely got stuff to work with, 100%. If Ertz gets 1,000, we in trouble. I mean, yes and no. Most likely, if he gets 1,000, then yes, no one's really doing much, or there's more injuries. Ertz will be a top tight end of all time, no doubt. Oh, yes. I like Ertz, but a tight end getting 1K yards says receivers ain't. I agree. 76ers baby basketball coming back. Excited we got a real chance to make a statement. I know road games now. Yeah. Hey, Big Moose, did you check my video out? I just dropped the Sixers video. About a couple hours ago. I would be too. EDP mad because a shot messed up his card. I would be mad too. My question, how is Alshon Jeffrey doing? Is he healthy? Is he back to 100%? No one has talked about him as much. People say he kind of looked good in some of his trainings, but I don't think he's running and stuff yet. I still see him being out until like close to the middle of the season, but I do believe he'll be a part of the offense once he's back. Do you trust your receivers? Yes. Deshaun Jackson, I don't know why he's getting labeled as can't catch. Dude has a real small drop rate. Marquise Goodwin could play when he's healthy. And the young guys, I believe, are going to be able to get opening up. They're going to get a lot of one-on-one out there because of the damage our tight ends are going to do. Again, these same wide receivers in other scenarios got to be the guy on different teams. It's different. But with the amount of 12-man personnel we played last year, we will change it up a little, but it's going to help these guys because you gotta bracket coverage Ertz and or Dallas Goedert. That's right. We need the wide receivers to come up big. Ertz will get his catches though. Ertz is always going to be a reception monster. He's never going to stop getting his receptions. And I'm not saying it's impossible for him to get 1,000 yards. I just think if he did it once in the last 4 years, odds are this year, when we have guys who we are hoping stay healthy, shouldn't. Just got in here, bro. What's good? What's going on, my guy, Bashir Randall? Make sure you go check him out. Was on the Battle Birds podcast 2 weeks ago doing his thing. We were just talking about Doug Pederson and some of these coaching things. You know, I can agree or disagree with other guys like Hardball and Tomlin and Pete Carroll. I can go back and forth with that. But Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan, nah. Honestly, I think Miles is going to benefit the most because of the talent this year. Hey, I'm right in your alley. Right in your alley. We have to trust our receivers. Yeah, when in doubt, we got to. Ertz is not getting 1,000 yards. There is too much talent in the receiving core for Carson to just target Ertz all the time. D-Jax is going to be our leading receiver, at least should be. I'll take that. You meant right guard. I think Matt Pryor can get the job done. Is he a top guy? No. But listen, last year when he had to fill in for Brandon Brooks, which he did a pretty good job filling in for Brandon Brooks. He played on side of Elodie Vaitai. So not only was Brooks out last year, so was Lane Johnson. So now we got Matt Pryor filling in for Brooks with at least he has Lane Johnson, one of the best right tackles in the game, and Jason Kelsey, one of the best centers in the game. So he has two valuable, tough, strong guys to lean on. So I like it. Campbell, we don't care about your receivers. Go to Dallas channel and ask the questions. Now, I think he asked about our receivers. He said, do we trust our receivers? I think so. Are we getting Adams? Honestly, I don't think so. Depending on the scenario, would I be okay with it? Yeah. But I honestly, me not just talking out of my butt, I don't think so. No way he gets 1,000 unless our receivers drop like flies again. Offensive tackle Donald Penn played for the Redskins? I didn't. I think Adam is just staying with the Jets. Probably. Matt Pryor has been working out with Lane since at least February, so he should improve. Oh yeah, I love how he again he played on side of Elodie Vaitai and did pretty good against the Giants and the Seahawks. So now you're talking about him playing with Lane Johnson and practicing with them. I like it. If the media is not disrespecting our quarterbacks, they're disrespecting our coach. It's just mind-blowing. Young Easy 93, we've been talking about that since the beginning. Started out saying it's not just the Eagles, it's all Philly sports. I look at things that even when Andy Reid was here, he got credit, but not the credit he deserved. I guarantee the media talked better about this guy when he was with the Chiefs than when he was with the Eagles. And this is prior to the Super Bowl. Players get disrespected, coaches get disrespected. And at the end of the day, I can argue back and forth for guys like Tomlin, Pete, Hardball, but I'll give it to them because they got Super Bowls and they've been doing it for a while. But Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan, Giddy Matty, along with Samalu, that's what's up. We need all the help we can get, working with the best of the best. We are underdogs going into every season. When are they going to put some respect on the Birds? ESPN, NFL Network has the Cowboys winning the division, and they say they have better roster. Yeah, they always got them like that. Let them. We work better as underdogs. You already know. Kara is the best reporting on Lane Johnson. I am dead. Let me just drink some water before I start stuttering. Ouch. She is, though. Can't wait to see some new plays, man. For real. I want to see Ward complete a deep pass to someone so bad. That will be a lovely trick play. I will run around the house screaming my lungs out. I'm with you, my guy. I'm definitely with you. I think Sidney Jones is very suspect. Maddox, not as much, but he had his moments. Yeah, so I think the training he did with that Ronnie Broxton dude, I think the fact that it's in his last year of his contract, I think the fact that we're going to see a very healthy Sidney Jones, he's going to compete for that job. It's going to be him, Maddox, and Trevor Williams. And Trevor Williams has a shot if he can prove health. All right, bro, got to go. As always, go to that one team. I don't know how to spell it. Have a good one, bro. You already know. Appreciate you stopping by. Charles, no shame in my game. She already know. We need to stop getting mad over this global disrespect across the board. It makes the deep run that much sweeter. It makes the media look that much dumber. Yeah, you're right. At the end of the day, it is good to be counted out and get it done. Who's the best offensive player and defensive player in the NFC East? Offensive player? I like the running backs for both the Cowboys and the Giants. Well, I like Barkley as the best running back. Zeke is reliable, but Barkley's just a freak of nature. But as we talk about quarterback being the most important position, and my guy right here is sitting here, I'm going to take Carson as the best offensive player. And on the defensive side of the ball, everybody's defense is a little bit ning. And even though Chase Young could possibly be, I got to give it to a guy who's been dominating on defense for the last 7 years, and that's Fletch. So I'm going to be a little biased on this one and rock out with two Eagles. I hope Trevor Williams can be the number 2 corner. He was a top 10 corner in 17, I believe. That is 100%. Injuries have been his Achilles heel. I hope the Eagles is back to our underdog mentality, playing with a chip on our shoulder. Brought us a Super Bowl. It definitely did, man. After 2016, rookie season, Carson Wentz not making the playoffs, 7-9. We were optimistic. We were this. We brought in guys like Torrey Smith, Nelson Aguilar. We were like, maybe he'll take a jump. Everything fell into place. And remember this, Alshon Jeffrey said when he was a Bear, on the way over, he said, I am going to Philadelphia to play with Carson Wentz. And we are going to win the Super Bowl. He made that statement flat out, and that's what we did. So Steve Smith says Zeke and Fletcher Cox. I respect that. Alshon will be back in Savage. Let Jordan Mailata play and really show what he has. Hey, I got to see him play a little bit. Right now, I would trust Matt Pryor over him, but yeah, I'm interested to see what is his progress. Like, what has he been doing this whole time? Barkley and Cox, that's where I was going to lean Barkley because, but we all talk about the most important player, the most important offensive player is your quarterback. So that's why I did that. But yeah, definitely Barkley's, he's just one of the top players in the NFL. I hope all the players stay healthy. Hey, that could be the best off-season signing is a bowl full of health. Doug probably sitting back sipping tea in some weird way. Hey, he probably is. You remember that day? I did it in one of my early videos. Half of you guys watching ain't see it because I know a lot of people came to my channel in the offseason, but this man, Doug Pederson, was making out with a water bottle. And I was like, what? Kara's the homie. Yeah, she is. She the homie. Blah, 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 blah. I'm sure there will be a play in the playbook with Wentz and Hurts and Ward if he makes a team. Yeah, that would be very interesting to see. I'm going to rock out for a little bit more. My guy, Bird Gang 336. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. 100%. Didn't say nothing, but it's Eagles green. And he got my guy, Jeremiah Trotter. Wait, is that Jeremiah Trotter? I can barely see with this light blaring in my eyes. But yeah, appreciate the super chat, my guy. 100%. Let's go, Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. I don't care. I can't wait for the season to come back. Air Bud work together as a team, as a unit. Everything will be just fine. I agree. Carapool said, good point. Doug is probably doing karate in his undies, thinking they will never suspect me. I'm dead. I like Maddox, but I'm not looking forward to seeing him at the number 2 corner spot. Yeah, he's talented. He's versatile. But at the end of the day, he's very short. Why do your boy Oliver really believe the Redskins going to beat us this year? But I just don't see how. Yeah, I think it's just one of them things because the Redskins played us close last year twice, and he does see a little bit of growth in this team. I just think he thinks that. But as we beat him twice when we weren't ready, we're ready this year. So, I mean, shout out to Ed Owler. He's my guy. We're going to do another Eagle stream with him prior to the week 1 matchup. But we're going to have a nice bet. Some type of Eagles-Redskins bet. It's going to be good. Appreciate the super chat, my guy, Angry Joker. Since when the cow, blah, 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 America's team, by the way. It's Hannibal. Oh, this is Hannibal. Appreciate you, Hannibal. Appreciate all the conversations on Twitter. Appreciate you for letting me know. I kind of thought that was you, but I wasn't 100% sure. But yeah, that's one of the biggest reasons the Cowboys always get to me because they're just, why? Why did they have to become America's team? And they might be America's team to a lot of people, but definitely not to anybody who rocks jerseys like this. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. I don't care what the situation is as long as we work as a unit, we'll just be fine. I agree with him saying, yeah, definitely. Cox or Slay, offense Saquon. I don't think Chase Young is somebody to worry about. That's rough. He's a beast. I think the East have the best running backs in the league. Sanders, Barkley, Zeke, and Pederson. Hey, we could definitely make an argument for it. I missed the Philly special play. You and me both. The AFC North has been weak division for a long time. He took over and won a title. Cowhurst players. He got to another one and lost. The Steelers go 8-8 a lot as well. I hear you. I do want to see Mulata this year. He's probably one of our strongest and athletic linemen. So hopefully, yeah. I just don't know if he's getting the technical part down because something's keeping him off the field. I don't know what it is, though. The one star this side of the Clown Boys helmet is a logo. It's not a logo, it's a rating. Hey, yeah, I heard you say that in RB stream. I was quietly laughing to myself. Chase Young is kind of scary, to be honest. Yeah, I'm never listen. That's one thing I do. You could be a Cowboy, you could be a Redskin, you could be a Giant. If the player is good, I have too much take integrity to say he's not good because of what I do in FanDuel. That's daily fantasy sports, sports books, player props. Over and unders. I put too much stock into it. I make too much money into it. I'm too proud to give my picks out and say it, so I don't like to say that. And guys like Chase Young, he's a stud. CeeDee Lamb. Although I don't want him to do good against the Eagles, he is going to be a problem. We got to figure out how to stop him, but I'm not saying we can't. The Sixers lose another player that they wasted a first-round draft pick on. I needed to be the scout for the Sixers, and I know I could turn the team around by Embiid. Stop it. Knock it off. Now, you saw I put a video out today. I know you're not a Sixers fan, but I put a video out. Sixers. Hey, it's going to be a real crazy season the way it is, the bubble, the mentality to stay right while you're in the bubble, no fans, all that stuff, no home games, no road games. There's no such thing as underdogs really winning in basketball and baseball for the simple fact that 7-game series, the best team is going to prevail in that. But this can change the atmosphere a little bit. Jalen Williams, my guy, what would you do with the player that don't make our roster like LeBlanc or Douglas? Do you trade them for picks or other players? If you kind of got a one-up in the fact that you know that they're not going to make the team for whatever reason, you like other players on the roster, it'd be nice to start trying to float that out there because you'd rather trade somebody than give up somebody. But sometimes if you're giving up somebody because you just don't got room or we know cap space is going to be a problem, and sometimes you got to part ways because if that player you do bring in makes the team, well, now he wasn't going to make the team. The player you brought in makes a team, so now who's off the team? You understand? So it's rough, but I'm always looking to try to get somebody. We'll handle the Skins. The Cowgirls are called America's team because they lost all the time back in the day. The Cowboys became America's team when the Steelers turned it down. They wasn't even the first choice. Wow. That's a good one. I'm going to use that one. That's a good one. The Cowboys have to face facts. Patriots is America's team. Hey, it's in the name. It's in the winning record. You should do a stream with Chris Sports Corner. He's a Cowboy fan, but keeps it real. He said Eagles are a team not to doubt. I don't even know who Chris Sports Corner. Oh, I do. I did just see his video recently. He popped up in my screen for some reason. So yeah, maybe we get something good and going. What's good, bro? We out here. You already know. Philly 5'9" in the building. Bird Game 336. Hey, man, thank you for keeping me entertained at work. And it's Jeremiah Trotter. I thought that was my guy back in the day. My guy. The first time and the second time. I want to see Malata play as well. Yeah, I just want to see what has he learned over the years. The true American team is the EAGLES Eagles. The first draft was in Philly, and our national bird is an eagle. Enough said. Sign me up. Where I got to sign? Liberty Bell. You already know. Philly, the city of a lot of things. We can stop the Cowboys offense, CeeDee Lamb or not. We have the worst secondary in the NFL last year, and when the season was on the line, the Cowboys only could get 3 field goals. Hey, yeah, when in doubt, Dallas is going to do something to screw it up. But I do got to say that was under Jason Garrett. I'm curious to see how they're going to perform under McCarthy. But I'm not saying, listen, big play Slay changes it up. Dallas probably has one of the top 4 wide receiving cores. But again, if we go up against the Saints or we go up against the Bucks or we go up against the Chiefs or we go up against the Cowboys, we got to play. We got to disguise some things, play sure defense. We got to do a couple of things, to do some different stunts on blitzes, really get that middle gap pressure. But it's not impossible. We can definitely get it done. We are the real America's team. The Eagles is the national animal of America. The Cowboys are America's disappointment at best. Pats is America's team. Hey, anybody but the Cowboys. The Cowboys can't even beat the Bills, and we beat the Bills, so we'll sweep the NFC East with a healthy roster. Hey, we'll see. Lawrence James, another channel member in the building. What up, Mike? Love the background and background coach. You already know. Got my guy's jersey here. Got his helmet there. You know what I mean? We just chilling in the corner. We waiting for him to come back. Maybe he introduce himself, I'm just kidding. But hey, Lawrence James, make sure you prepare for the Philly Talk Nation annually thing, the one you missed last time. I'm either going to hit you up on your social media, on your Twitter. We got a channel member community post only. We going to get that thing popping with like 6, 7, 8 guys on the screen giving your takes. I'm going to need all the energy and all the people. So we're going to try to make it a day that everybody can, get there. CeeDee Lamb was good last year because of Jay Hurts was throwing him the ball. I'm not worried about him and the girls. The girls always choke at the end. They're average at best. Hey, I'm going to rock with it. At the end of the day, hey, I'm always going to ride with the calls. And although I think he's talented, I don't think the Cowboys are better than us. And I'm a betting man as well. The media hates all Philly teams. Matt Sandusky, that is true. It's not just the Eagles. It's all Philly sports teams. I mean, Andy Reid got criticized more in Philly than he did in KC. And this is prior to winning the Super Bowl. So all that good stuff. Players get talked about over here. All that good stuff. And I'm not going to sit here and say that Doug is automatically better than guys like Tomlin and Pete Carroll and Harbaugh. I can make a case. They're all Super Bowl winning coaches. They've been doing it a little bit longer, but, up and downs. I could make a case. But even if I don't want to do that today in this video, come on now. Shanahan? McVay? Crazy. You say, yes, sir, I'm on it. You already know. Yo, what's going on with CBS acting like, you already know, Bashir. Hey, Jason Garrett wasn't the problem. It was Kellen Moore. Moore put the ball in Dak's hands, and they went 8-8. Garrett put the ball in Zeke's hands, and they went to the playoffs. That is pretty good. That definitely could be it because, again, when Zeke is running, that team is better. Dak threw for a lot of yards, but it just didn't work out. Hey, listen, Ezekiel Elliott is a motor. And, I don't know. He might be a little faded right now, but he was a motor. He's a motor. All right, Mike, I'm out here. Thanks for the live stream. And sorry that I was here for a short amount of time. It's all good. Enjoy your vacation. Do what you got to do. Kellen Moore's not the problem. It was Garrett. We going to see. We going to see. Kellen Moore is the problem when your quarterback is Dak. Yo, all right, yeah. So, and like I said, this was going to be a short live stream. We're right around an hour. We're at 57 minutes. He said the blame game. Yeah, the blame game can get crazy at times. But yeah, appreciate everybody from stopping by. Just do a quick one. Yeah, so like I said to my Philly Talk Nation members, we gonna get this live stream together, all 6, 7, 8 of us. And I do believe we have more than 8. So, if I can't get certain people in, we'll do another one the next day or a couple of days later. We'll flip-flop it. But I will be doing one-on-ones with people as well. But this next one's going to be a big one. So, love it. Doug is better. How many years did it take those coaches to win a Super Bowl? It took Doug 3 years to win without his backup. The last backup quarterback to win. Hey, I agree. That's all reasons. And like I said, if I really want to get down to it, I could argue points that Doug could be better than guys like Pederson, Tomlin and these guys. But even still, the disrespect was legit when they put McVay and Shanahan. Sorry, guys. Imagine only winning one Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. That does kind of hurt. Garrett wasn't even calling plays. How is it Garrett's fault? Garrett wasn't the only problem. He has the second most wins since 2016. Its accuracy isn't consistent. And yeah, man, and on that note, it's about time for me to slide up on out of here. I'm just kidding. Me and my guy Bashir Randall, we be doing a live together. Hey, let me know. I'm gonna check it out. It was Jerry's fault. He's desperate. Yeah. But let you guys go at it for a little bit. But like I said, to end this, for anybody else who's watching and listening, because we got some people listening, just not commenting. Philly sports always gets treated this way. Doug Pederson definitely can fit inside the top 10, definitely top 7. If you want to try to argue both sides, I can say the dude is proving that no matter who gets put on this team, don't got a number one receiver, time after time, injury after injury, he was able to somehow rally the troops, bring a guy from here over here, bring a guy off the practice squad, do this, that, and the third. You know, Carson Wentz at times when he was getting flustered, bring him back to earth, and we get the job done. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. So, my guy is definitely up there. I mean, 4 years as a head coach. Like I said, man, Super Bowl winning head coach. Got the cojones to call Philly special on 4th down against the GOAT. The double GOAT. Heck, you could call it the triple GOAT if you want to say GOAT tight end, GOAT quarterback, and GOAT coach. This guy decided to do Philly with all this on the line. Do you understand the fact that we don't get that? Not only do we don't get 3, we don't get 7, and that is the type of momentum that Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots have been feeding off for the last 10 years. They make you do something stupid, get you out of your element, and then they explode. The motivation, the momentum all gets shifted. My man Doug had all the stuff in the world, decided to call that play. Not only was it successful, it was beautiful. So on that note, we got the chat going crazy. Hey, because we all know, and I'm going to say my favorite word, at the end of the day, Cowboy fans and Eagle fans can only talk nicely for so long before I ain't mad at the game though. So with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. Feel free to check it out. We got channel members. We got some different perks when it comes to custom emojis, playing Madden. I definitely going to get to some of the people who are not channel members, but definitely we play Madden as a group. We play Madden often. We're going to have members only videos coming out once or twice every 2 weeks. You can be in a live stream. We're going to have an ESPN Fantasy League. All this stuff is going on, so just check it out. Let me know what you think. But at the end of the day, I appreciate you guys just stopping by and viewing the channel. You definitely don't have to check to do anything on the channel membership, but it's free to check. And if you want to check it out, it's in the description. It's in the link. So check the description. It's not in the link. What am I talking about? It's in the description. Well, in the description will be the link. Sorry about that. How crazy is that Cam got signed for less than $2 million for a season? Yeah. If we're going to say that he might be a little injured still, maybe. But, hey, he's going to prove to be one of the best $2 million signings ever. Ever. Beef Boys. November 1st. Yeah, we'll find out all the good stuff November 1st. With all that being said, like I said, if you want, check it out. It's in the description. Not going to keep talking about it. Until next time, I'll catch you guys. And I got a couple more videos coming out throughout this week. And like I said, stay tuned to the people who are in Philly Talk Nation. Stay tuned so we can get this live stream going. Camel Wolves came in at the last second. Oh, and so did we got a couple, my guys. Philly Take with RB. Yo, what's going on, my guy? You know, we were just on the way out. I just done said I was about to dip. It dropped down to only 30 people watching. And yeah, what's going on, my guys? So now we got that kind of debate that you had over the weekend. The whole Cowboys Eagles debate show. That's what it turned into the last 10 minutes. I've been trying to end this for 10 minutes, kind of. But you know how we do. I got the jersey right here, the helmet, something light. You already know. Hey, for those who love Sixers, I will be on. I don't know yet if I'm gonna be on Philly Take with RB's channel, and or we'll be streaming on both channels. I don't know yet, but we definitely gonna be doing a Sixers stream tomorrow. No doubt, man. Kick the ball off. Look at my name, Camo Dino. Murph the Kenzo just getting in here. Yeah. Camo, we all know it's your other accounts. When the merch dropping, yeah. Nah, what's it called? Like I said, this is an old shirt. When I was starting to do the merch right before this pandemic hit, I pretty much tried one spot. I ordered this shirt right here. So what I did is once I ordered this shirt, I wanted to see how this place's fabric was before I'm not going to be putting it out there and then people buy it and it's some kind of cheap shirts. Now, this shirt's not bad, but I did find better shirts with better stitched logos. I just said the City of Brotherly Love and put the Philly Talk Podcast logo. But as it's starting to get green again, as it's starting to, things are starting to open up, I'm definitely going to have fitteds. We're going to have, what's some other hats called? I don't even remember what they're called now. But we're going to have regular hats. We're going to have fitteds. We're going to have hoodies, T-shirts. We're going to do it. And it's going to be in the link, in the description to all my videos. I'm going to have some better ones. But, yeah, man, this is the only one I got a sample. It's not the worst shirt, but I like my next thing. Where are you hiding? What's going on, my guy? Where have you been hiding? He said something up here, too, and I missed it. Hold up. Tomorrow is July. We getting closer to football. Yes, you already know where you hiding. Where is football hiding? Sixers roundtable. Do love a team. You don't even... Yeah, I'm dead. All right, with all that being said, yeah, like I said, some people just jumped in. But I'm on that. I was like this close to saying we out. But then, had to show love real quick. You already know, supporting the Bird Gang. Yeah, always gots to. But yeah, for those who are Sixers fans, I don't know if I'm going to be just on RB's channel or we might do it live on the Philly Talk Podcast as well. I did my first Sixers video in a while. It's been a while since I did a Sixers video. But if you haven't checked it out, feel free to go check it out after this stream. You already know. It's about that time, man. I need a drink of water. Brokey said, I can't wait for sports. People doubt our linebackers, but I think they'll surprise people. I agree, too. Great stream. We on. You already know. So, like I said, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Feel free to check out the Sixers video. Feel free to check out the link. Feel free to come holler at us tomorrow when we talk Sixers on both channels. You already know. America's disappointment has one of the weirdest fan space. That's crazy. But until next time, I'm like in the background. Tell Carson I said what's up. Yeah, we waiting for him to get back, I mean, that's why I've been holding this out. He said he will be back right around an hour. It's an hour and 8 minutes. I'm trying to get Carson Wentz to come back. You know what I mean? I know he left his hat right there. So, you know what I'm saying? He said he was coming back. But we waiting for him. He knows it's a green screen. Me and RB talk off YouTube. Like, dude got my number. You know what I mean? And if you haven't seen, I just did in my Sixers video, it looks like I'm in the Sixers locker room. But hey, RB, did you catch all the 3 jerseys that were on the that were hanging up, RB? Did you catch all the jerseys? They didn't have a updated one. So let me know if you caught all the jerseys. RB or Eric, did you see you? Carson reading the playbook. I just walked past him. You already know. It's time for you to. You're wild. Have a good night, Philly Mike. Thanks for the stream, man. It was fun. You already know DeJounte Dupree. You know what time it is. Oh, he's trying to kick me off already. I'm trying to ask this question real quick. RB and or Eric R. Did you see the 3 jerseys that were hanging up? Do you see the one dude who don't play for us no more? But again, you peeped them? Now, but I'm saying, who was that one dude who had a little bit of promise and then blah, 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 and then we got rid of him. But it was funny because I try to find like one that had like the roster now. You could have picked a better locker room than the Sixers. Oh, come on, Charles. Knock it off. Knock it off. But anyways, it was Dario Saric. Dario Saric's jersey was hanging there. I tried to get an updated one, but I couldn't. So I just rocked out. So hopefully nobody sees Dario Saric's jersey hanging around. That man. My goodness. But seriously, I'm getting off. Appreciate all the support. You know what time it is.